Hello, my name is Talica Azzahra Kusnandar. My student ID number is 3321009 and I'm from class 336A01. Today I'm going to be talking about deep and surface structure for my syntax project 2. According to the Oxford Dictionary of English Grammar 2014, deep and surface structure are often used as terms in a simple binary opposition, with the deep structure representing meaning and the surface structure being the actual sentence we see. Deep structure. Deep structure is an abstract representation that identifies the ways a sentence can be analyzed and interpreted. Deep structure is like the secret blueprint behind a sentence. It focuses on the essential meaning, independent of the specific words of grammatical order used in the actual sentence we say or write, or as we know, surface structure. Okay, for example, the dog chased the cat. The deep structure would focus on the core concept, dog, chase, and cat. Someone or the dog performed an action, as we see, chase, on something else. That is a cat. So the deep structure would be dog, chase, and cat. Deep structure also doesn't care about the specific wording or order used in different languages. For example, the girl kicked the ball. It's in English, and its Indonesian equivalent, gadis itu menendang bola. They have different surface structures, but their deep structures share the same core meaning, like someone acted upon something. They kicked. The girl kicked the ball, and gadis itu menendang bola. And then we have the deep structure system, which involve both literal comprehension, where one understands the basic meaning of the text, and deep comprehension, which involves probing deeper into the ideas and themes presented. The first one is the semantic system, which focuses on understanding word meanings from literal definitions to subtle interpretations, discussing and writing about personal experience related to words, and emphasizing precision and word choice in writing. The second one is semantic system. It pertains to constructing meaning at the level of the entire text, understanding overarching themes, storing and retrieving relevant knowledge, and connecting new information with what is already known. And lastly, the pragmatic system, which involves gaining multiple experience with ideas, sharing and applying these meanings in various contexts, using oral, written, artistic, and dramatic means to construct and convey meaning, writing with specific purposes and audiences in mind, revising one's thinking based on interaction with others, and adapting the habits of effective readers and writers. This system collectively describes how we understand, interpret, and create meaning in language. Next, we have surface structure. Surface structure is the outward form of a sentence. It's basically the way you say a sentence out loud or write it out, or when you write it down. It's the final product, the layer we use in everyday communication. Okay, so surface structure refers to the actual sentence we use, including the specific words and their order. For example, the dog chased the cat is a surface structure. The order of words is important because it shows who performed the action, which is the dog, and who received the action, which is the cat. If you say the cat chased the dog, the meaning can change entirely because it means the cat who chased the dog, not the dog who chased the cat. Additionally, surface structure allows us to add details and make sentences more interesting by including words like adjective, like fluffy before cat, so the fluffy cat, or quickly after chase, so it became the dog chased the fluffy cat quickly. Despite these additions, the core meaning of the sentence remains the same. Next, we have the surface structure systems, which focus on identifying words and reading fluently. The first one is graphophonic system. Involves knowledge of letters and sounds, an alphabetic principle, phonemic awareness, and decoding skills, which help in pronouncing written words correctly. And then we have the lexical system, pertains to visual word recognition through frequent exposure to words and developing a visual memory for words, enabling quick and accurate word recognition. And finally, we have the synthetic system, which involves understanding language structures at the word, sentence, paragraph, and whole text levels, often through auditory processing, which aids in comprehending the grammatical and structural aspects of language. This system collectively highlight the components necessary for effective reading and comprehension of written language. Part 2. Number 1. The quick brown fox jumps over a lazy dog. The deep structure is fox, jumps, and dog. So, the animal, which is the fox, moves quickly and forcefully, jumps above another animal, which is the dog, that lacks energy. So, we break it into a noun phrase, which is the quick brown fox, that include determiner, adjective, and noun. And then we break it into a verb phrase, which is jumps over a lazy dog, because jumps is a verb, while over a lazy dog is a prepositional phrase, because over is a preposition and a lazy dog is a noun phrase, which includes a, which is a determiner, lazy, which is an adjective, and dog, which is a noun. Number 2. The girl who is wearing a red dress is dancing. So the deep structure is the girl is dancing. The girl who is wearing a red dress is dancing. We break it into a noun phrase and a verb phrase. The noun phrase would be the girl who is wearing a red dress. The girl is a noun phrase. Who is wearing a red dress is a relative clause, because who is a relative pronoun. And then we break it into is wearing a red dress, which is a verb phrase, because is wearing is an auxiliary verb. And a lazy dog is a noun phrase that includes determiner, adjective, and a noun. And then is dancing is a verb phrase, because is dancing is include auxiliary verb. Number 3. Stefano saw the Yehezkiela with the telescope. So the deep structure would be Stefano see Yehezkiela with the telescope. So the person used the telescope to see the Yehezkiela. So this sentence We will break it into a noun phrase and a verb phrase. The noun phrase is Zefano, which is a proper noun or a name. And then the verb phrase is Sau de Yehezkiela, because Sau is a verb, while the Yehezkiela is a noun phrase. And then we have with the telescope, which is a prepositional phrase, because with is a preposition and the telescope is a noun phrase. Number 4. She believes that the earth is round. The deep structure would be the female belief that the earth is round. We break it into a noun phrase and verb phrase. The noun phrase would be she, which is a pronoun. And then believes, which is a verb, and that the earth is round, which is a noun phrase. That the earth is a noun phrase, which include determiner, and a noun. And is round is a verb phrase because it includes verb and adjective. Number 5. The house where I grew up has been demolished. The whole sentence is the surface structure, and the deep structure would be the house and demolish. The house which located in specific location experienced the action which is demolished of being torn down or destroyed. So the sentence would be break down into a noun phrase and a verb phrase. The noun phrase is the house because it includes the determiner and a noun. Where I grew up is a relative clause because where is an adverb, I is a pronoun, grew up is a verb phrase, which include grew, that is a verb, up and up, which is an adverb. And then has been demolished is a verb phrase because has been is an auxiliary verb while demolish is an adverb. That's all for today for my deep structure and surface structure for syntax project 2. Thank you for your attention.